Friends, hello and welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a little video where I kind of try to give you guys my best personal advice. Take it or leave it. Take it as you will, I should say. Everybody's word isn't always 100% accurate, but take it as you will. As someone personally, I take a lot of pride and I take a lot of joy in this game in not spending any money on packs, and I really enjoy working the marketplace and building my stub balance up that way. Sometimes I like to throw in a conquest game, the program game, but for the most part, I for some reason enjoy staring at a market screen instead of playing a game. Now, the game's fun, but I always find the best way to make them coins quickly is working a market. So today we're going to go over personally what I found over the years the best ways to take care of players when you pull them. There's always a question: should I buy this player or should I sell the player if I pack him? Should I buy this player now? Should I wait to buy him later? Should I wait to sell him later? Because you don't want to wait too long where the price goes down, but you also don't want to wait too long to buy it if the price is going to go up, because players do go up, they do go down, they do fluctuate, but there's typically a lot of pattern and rhythm into all of that. We'll start with the live series players. We're already seeing Aaron Judge and them go up. If I wanted to just keep one, I really wanted him. I really wanted him. He was like 120K on Thursday. He's up to 190, and that's expected from a 95 overall. I think we see him go up even more. I think Aaron Judge, and I don't know why they disrespected him in the field, but if he gets an upgrade at this point in time, if he tears it up like last season, he's going to see that double diamond. I think it's going to make his value go up even more. But I think your high tier guys, your DeGroms, your Shoheis, your Judges, your guys like that, I don't know how I feel about Mike Trout, to be honest. You're kind of banking on him getting up an upgrade on 92 costing that much. But for guys up here in that upper tier range, I do think you see their price go up a little bit more. I think it's going to be a matter of people get more stubs, they start buying them, because they are really hard to pull. So I do like those guys. The secret sauce, really, when it comes to the live series, it comes to when you get further down the list. The further you get down the list, like Manny Machado, what is somebody who's got the Machado monopoly going right now? So there's running out of him. He's up to 62K. I don't know what happened to Machado, but he ain't that. That's it though. Like I like looking at the guys. The further down you get down the list, as the year progresses, you're going to see their price slowly decline. I don't think you see anything crazy in the first couple weeks with these kind of guys in this range. I think you see them sit around that range, 5-10K difference or so. Depending how they play, obviously, if they tear it up, they're gonna go up. They struggle and go down. So that's another thing with the live series players. If you're new to the game, most of us know if you aren't, but if you are new to the game, understand they're dynamic. The overalls are dynamic. If the player starts doing bad for a couple weeks, their chance of getting a downgrade and their overall going down increase. If they're tearing it up, overall could go up. So obviously, you want to keep yourself up to date on something like that as well, in case somebody's looking for a downgrade. You want to get rid of that just in case, because you get a big downgrade, it's going to cost you on the profit. So when you start to get to the second page, especially when you get that 86, 85 overall range, you start to see a lot of these guys. I don't see their price changing too much. From a north standpoint, they can definitely go down. You see a lot of these guys as the game progresses. You're going to see these guys go for their quick sell. And by that, I mean the sell now, there won't be one. And sell now will be like zero. Your buy now will be like 81.97, because nobody's got a buy now or sell now order in for it, or a buy via the sell. It's so confusing, but it makes so much sense the way the buy and sell thing works in this game. But right now, we're seeing their prices decent. Those are guys I'll be like, all right, we'll be seeing you guys later. Again, unless they're tearing it up. If they're tearing it up, you hold on to them because they got that potential. Let's move on to some of the featured cards. Now, the World Baseball Classic cards. It's going to be interesting just to make sure. I haven't seen any update. As far as I know, they can't stay in packs forever, I'm guessing. We'll see what they are in the store right now. Most of the stuff's limited edition. It's not telling us. I don't like how they're in a date. I'm going to be completely honest. But typically, events last for so long. And we'll see how they do their events this year. The thing with World Baseball Classic, they are really easy to obtain, which is something to keep in mind, the ease of obtaining these players. But typically what we'll see happen, obviously the 97 is not as much, is we'll see these guys, their prices will really start to dip like halfway through the week. They'll continue to go down a lot because everybody's ripping them. They're getting them in their programs. They're so easy to obtain. And then they'll start to be a balancing point for the better overalls. Now, obviously, your really low overalls, like your 90s, your 88s, your 90s, like their price probably gonna stay about the same. But when these guys stop coming in packs again, there's going to come a point where, the 97s, for example, I don't think a 97, Gene Segura, I don't think this guy, just because he's double diamond, I like it. Kunkahan, that's how you say his name. Also important, if they're double diamond, is very important, because diamond defense means so much in this game. Double diamond is going to hold their value as well, but I don't think a guy like him stays at 12K5. He is right now, but I think you start to see his price go back up a little bit. He might go 15. He might hit the 15 to 20K range when they're no longer in pack. So it's Stuff like that to be mindful of. Look at their overall, look at their stats. Obviously, they're a low overall. It's not going to mean as much. They're going to say, he's 12K, he's probably going to stay there. But a guy that's a 97 this early, 97 overall, we'll see those guys' prices, I think, kind of go up a little bit. Meanwhile, it's also important to notice when there's players and other charismas, might be another one that maybe just for this program. They're in this program. They started really expensive. You want to sell these guys right away. The quicker you get them. If you unlock them quickly. These guys were, let's take a look. It was about 90K. Is that a 1? Is that a 1? That's 39K. I don't know why my screen's not properly done here. But again, you're seeing 30 to 50K. That's where these guys were. I remember that Johnny Bench was like 45, 50K. Day 1. Day 2, they get on to 35, 40K. So it's like, if you can get these guys quickly, you're going to make the most profit on it. Because the thing, again, supply and demand. It's a program. They're currently in a program. Well, we'll show you real quick to explain this. But they're currently in the Season 1 reward path. That's how you obtain these. See you later, Troy Gloss. Right, am I in the right place? Charisma. Yeah, you're seeing them in here, right there. 160K. There's a couple of those. So, you know, first couple of days, they're not in packs until somebody unlocks them. Second somebody gets there, though, everybody's getting to that 120, what do we say, 160 for the charisma. And there's, I'm new here. Am I new here? No, where's the date? Why is there not a date? There used to be a date. Anyway, when this season ends, sometimes it's 2 weeks, sometimes it's a month. When that ends, they're going to be out of packs again. Then you might see them go a little bit up. That'll stop the falling. But until they're out of, till this event's over, you're just going to see their price continue to slowly decline. So be mindful of that. Get them the quickest you can. Don't hold on to them too long unless you really enjoy the cards like that. Go ahead and keep them. That's standard for most featured cards. Especially, I think what I really like is it depends on what they're being used for. Right now, we're seeing set collections. They're all kind of thrown in the same set. But if we see them start coming out with like a veteran set where it's only veterans, or you see them, one thing that holds a lot of value is the monthly ones, the monthly awards. When they have smaller sets, don't require 6,000 player items, and there's like 12 or 15, people will throw those players into sets. So when they're no longer in packs, you'll see the price of them start to slowly go back up because they're still dropping them for them sets. Right now, though, again, price is going to go down. I don't really like the whole set one thing. I'm going to be honest. If we see another set come out, then I'm going to be a lot more intrigued. Right now, we've just been all over the place as far as buying and selling players. Just been trying things out. I haven't really held on to anybody too long. I don't like the idea of it because, again, just like the World Baseball Classic cards, they can drop so quickly. They're 14K, there's 20K. They go up a little bit, they go down a little bit. I'm not a big fan of it. I like stability when you see the prices stay stable and you know they can have a steady incline. But right now, there's just flooding the market with these because they're so easy to obtain. They're being released and everything else. So personally, it's not one of my favorite buy and sell items. So we can go down the road. They'll come off a better event eventually. But that's just something to be mindful of when there's events and then there's a collection where they're only out for a couple weeks or there's only so many that can be obtained. It keeps the price a little bit higher because people want to collect and get the stuff done. That's why like the live series can be so important sometimes. Obviously, they're not limited, but they're a really good card, but they have the ability to upgrade and they go into that master set. And you can go into separate master sets where it's not like daunting, where it's like, oh, we got to get every single, 150 of these to get the awards. Like, no, you can go do the great example, dude. Great example. Go one of the most expensive collections right away. But as you go to do the Yankees collection, you get that Mariano Rivera, that 93 if you want. So you go and plug all those players in. Nonetheless, actually, let's take a look at a gold player. We didn't talk about the smaller tier ones. Typically, the smaller tier ones, same story. You're going to see their price is just going to continue to slowly go down more and more throughout the season. But we'll look at the 80 overalls right now. For the most part, again, it depends who it is. It depends who it is and how they're doing on the season. For the most part, though, we're going to see these guys, they're going to stay right around their quick sell value unless they're having a really good season. So if they're well above their click sell value when you pull them and they're having a blessed season or it's early in the season right now, I mean, it's a great time to sell them because they're not going to go for that much throughout the season. So I do have to have, point that out, like the 18, 17, 18, it depends on what's like quick sell for 184 overall range again. But I don't think guys like that hold it. Felix Ortiz is a stud. That's why he's holding it. But George Springer's a home run here. That's why he's holding it. There's reasons some of the guys are expensive. But also it's just the fact that there's not as many out right now. They'll slowly go down. So I like selling everything, honestly, this time of the year, minus the high-end live silver or live diamond players. Everybody else is like, get rid of them. And then flip some of the other cards as they come, as they go. Depends how you like using them. That's our thoughts, though. Love to hear you guys. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.